What's the reality of living alone? Is it as glamorous as it looks? Let's find out. So first, you get to enjoy your own personal space without any interruptions. You have the freedom of choice. You don't have to consult anyone with your plans or what you want to do with your time. And there's no sharing. Whether it's decorating your place, you can decorate it how you want it to. There's no sharing food, which is always kind of a thing between roommates. And you can just live how you want. However, with that, you do experience some things like loneliness. Occasionally, you'll have feelings of isolation creeping in, and that can be hard sometimes, especially if you're not used to it. You come from a place where randomly you'll have social interactions, whereas if you're living alone, you'll be surprised at how many interactions get cut off just because you do live alone. And you kind of have to balance with that. You'll know when you want to go out and have social interactions, whether it's through a club, whether it's going out to have fun or meeting friends somewhere else. And then you'll also have times where you're happy you're alone and you can just stay here and enjoy the peace and quiet and not have to talk to anybody. And sometimes it's hard to not have anyone to share the cost with, but it's also really rewarding knowing that you're living on your own 100% and everything that you have and you're paying for is all on you. It's motivating as well. There's things like household chores. Those all fall on you, whether it's cleaning, whether it's cooking, whether it's maintenance, that's something that's broken that you have to have a maintenance request, or you have to go out and fix something. It's all on you. And this also goes into time management. You'll realize you have a lot of free time, but you also have a lot of things that you want to do. And it's kind of like you'll have hours where you have nothing to do, and then you also feel so overwhelmed sometimes because there's so much to do. And it's all on you, so you really kind of feel those emotions more. But then you'll eventually kind of learn how to balance your chores and just your free time and just how to make it an even split. But developing a room can be hard because self-discipline all comes on you. It's your job to wake up in the morning, it's your job to go to bed at a decent time, and it's your job to try to stay healthy and do all that without anyone motivating you or telling you you have to do it. But there's a lot of self-growth that can also come with this, because when you're on your own, it gives you way more times to kind of explore things that maybe you didn't have time to explore, like whether you want to try a new hobby like play the guitar or learn how to cook better. All these little things you have the time for now, and you'll slowly start to build your independence and have way better responsibility. And something that's super cool and super hard is when you have problems, because when you have problems and they all fall on you, it can be so overwhelming, and sometimes you'll have nobody to even tell the problems to, or you just have no one that can help you with them, and it all comes on you to solve these problems. But when you do solve them, it's very rewarding, and it really makes you realize that you can do anything in this world. And once you can balance your emotions and your dependence, it's time to kind of start building your community and going out and meeting new people. My favorite way is through clubs. I think that's the best way to meet people, because people are going to clubs to meet new people. So if you want to be surrounded by a bunch of people who are trying to make friends, I think that's the best way to do it. And creating a little support group for yourself. And it becomes hard with family too, because like you're away. You're most likely far away, or even if it's just like a drive, because maybe you have to call people more on the phone. You use your phone more to connect with people that you want to talk to, that you haven't talked to in a while. But it's really hard to live alone at first. But I think with time, it's really important. It's really healthy to have that solitude in your mindset, because you're always surrounded by people and your opinions are always changing, your plans are always changing, and this really gives you time. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I can go a whole weekend sometimes without talking to people. And then some weekends I have so much plans that I'm barely at my place. There's some days where I leave in the morning and I don't come back late at night. And personally, I love living alone and I love this solitude because it's just what I wanted at this time of my life. So this is kind of the truth of living alone and my perspective, and I hope you enjoyed this video.